Hello, everyone, and welcome to PWA Wrestling. My name is Aaron Hurt, joined alongside here by the franchise player Chris Pruitt, the esteemed president of the PWA, also going to be joining me at the commentary desk tonight for the great action that we have. Why don't you tell everybody about this huge lineup, what we might even be calling the Parade of Champions here tonight?
Aaron, I am excited to be here in the PWA arena tonight. We have got every title on the line. Tag team titles are on the line. Unique situation. We've got a three-way ladder match.
The PWA Board of Directors, the Championship Committee, are pulling out all of the stops, not just for this event, but for all of the events that we have scheduled coming up in the near future. So we want to make sure all the fans know that they're going to see all the champions in action here tonight, plus a lot more great action.
United States title on the line. We saw Big Joe Black win an opportunity last week, and now he's going to be taking on the Nordic Nightmare Bjorn for the PWA United States Championship.
Definitely a step up the ladder in terms of challenge for this young man, Big Joe Black. We'll see if he lives up to it, if he meets that challenge head on. I think that our friend Bjorn isn't going to leave him much choice in that regard. But what do you think about the heavyweight championship match that we've also got scheduled here for tonight?
Former heavyweight champion Rowdy Randy Forrest taking on the current reigning and defending champion, Jimmy Fahrenheit, a member of the Gold Standard. Will the Gold Standard rear their ugly heads, or will Randy get a fair shot?
Well, I'm sure I'm like all these fans out here. I can't wait to see what happens. So, franchise player, why don't we get started with our first match here tonight?
Let's get it going.
All right. Tonight's opening contest here for PWA Wrestling is a one-fall match with a 20-minute time limit, and it is for the PWA United States Championship. Introducing first the challenger, at a weight of 241 pounds from Lancaster, Ohio, Big Joe Black.
There you have it. Big Joe Black, the man we were just talking about, won the opportunity for a United States title match against the Nordic Nightmare Bjorn. This man is very young in his career. This is the biggest opportunity he has had to date. But this is also the biggest challenge the Nordic Nightmare has faced in some time. Fans, we want to thank you for joining us here, PWAOhio.com. Once again, my name is Chris Pruitt. I am the franchise player, and I will be joined at commentary by Aaron Hurt here very soon. But in the meantime, we've got some introductions.
And his opponent weighs in tonight at 430 pounds from Scandinavia, the reigning and defending PWA United States champion, Bjorn. Bjorn making his way to the ring, starting things off in a big way here tonight from the PWA Arena, Lancaster, Ohio. As we said in our introduction, this is going to be arguably the biggest challenge, literally and figuratively, that Joe Black will have faced here in the PWA.
Now, Bjorn looks like a monster. He looks bigger than ever right now. Aaron Hurt, he is ready for this matchup. But Big Joe Black is no pushover, and this is going to be one heck of an opener here. PWAOhio.com, PWA Wrestling. Aaron Hurt, I am excited. We've got so many good matchups tonight.
It is going to be, as you said, a fantastic evening of pro wrestling. Bell has gone here for this first contest. Oh, Big Joe Black.
Test of strength right off the rip, Aaron Hurt.
Might not be a wise strategy, even though he does have a height advantage. This man, Bjorn, has proven to be one of the most powerful men anywhere. Oh, but he's able to break the big man down here in the early going. What do you think of this intensity here from Big Joe Black?
Big Joe Black has got to start off hot and heavy like that. If you're going to take out Bjorn, the only way you can do it is smash mouth in your face.
The only issue I would take with this strategy is that he'd better be careful not to wear himself out too early. Oh, full head of steam, but missed the clothesline. And Bjorn absolutely clubs away with those forearm shots. We can hear those from here, franchise player.
Got him in the rib cage, knocked the air out of him. That will change your the complexion of this match, change your attitude. You know, they say everybody's got a game plan until he gets hit in the face.
Well, I think that Bjorn has weathered the early onslaught here from Big Joe Black and is now starting to establish the rhythm that's more comfortable for him. Might have a victory right here, but only a count of 2.
Not only has he got a kick out, but he's got 350, almost 400 pounds laying on top of him that he has to get out from underneath of, and that is no small feat.
Nothing about Bjorn is small.
Referee Matthew Allen's going to have to get in there, not let these guys take over this match.
Joe Black is showing some...
Oh, he's going for it! He's going for it, Aaron!
He broke down the big man to one knee, took out that knee.
He's got the fingers
and now
locked!
has the fingers locked.
We've got a new United States champion right now! Joe Black has got him into full Nelson!
Oh, but Bjorn, with that huge strength in the trapezius muscles, able to break the grip momentarily, reaches back.
Just impaled his head into the mat. He's dead, Aaron. He's dead.
He is certainly seeing stars at the very least. That snapmare takeover, yes, was... Joe Black was driven head first into the mat.
He could have broken his neck if it was a smaller man. It would have broke his neck, Aaron.
No, most men do their best to try to roll through that and land on their shoulders, but credit to Joe Black for being back to his feet so quickly. Perhaps out of desperation.
You know, sometimes when you have matches like this that are have such high impact, you don't feel it till the next day, but I promise you, tomorrow morning he's going to feel that.
Don't know if that is affecting his equilibrium, but that huge lariat's certainly going to...
That wasn't a lariat, Aaron. That was a tree trunk smacking him right in the face.
No, it sounded like a wrecking ball hitting a building about to be demolished. Oh!
And if you didn't see it the last time, check it out that time, another one.
A level of intensity that we have... Oh!
My God, I have no idea how he kicked out of that.
No, I'm at a loss for words for how to express what we're seeing here because Bjorn is simply just unrestrained here. I mean... Oh, the huge fall-away slam, the Samoan drop. Is this going to finish Joe Black off? And indeed it does. Ladies and gentlemen, you're a winner and still the PWA United States champion, Bjorn.
What a way to kick off PWA Wrestling right here on PWAOhio.com. The Nordic Nightmare Bjorn, still your PWA United States champion. And fans, we will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, I am standing here with the current reigning, still defending PWA United States champion, the Nordic Nightmare Bjorn. You took on Big Joe Black. What'd you think about it?
Long live Bjorn.
You have announced that you will take on all comers. Are you looking for anyone in particular in the future?
Long live Bjorn.
Do you have anything to leave your fans with?
Long live Bjorn!
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A man of few words, but many beatings. Ladies and gentlemen, franchise player standing back here once again with a man chasing after championship gold. We have Rowdy Randy Forrest going to be taking on Jimmy Fahrenheit tonight for the heavyweight championship.
Heavyweight championship. It's been a while since I held that belt. I'm excited to get in that ring, fight for it one more time, try to get it back around my waist.
Ladies and gentlemen, I, for one, will be standing by watching with bated breath.
Wrestling fans, this match is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit, and it is for the Premier Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first the challenger. He weighs in tonight at 301 pounds and hails from the hills of West Virginia, Rowdy Randy Forrest.
Rowdy Randy Forrest about to make his way to the ring, and I talked to him earlier today. He is ready to go. He is ready for this opportunity against Jimmy Fahrenheit for the PWA Heavyweight Championship. This man, the first ever first ever Triple Crown champion here in the PWA Tag Team, United States and Heavyweight Champion. First person to win, only person to win the Heavyweight and United States titles and hold them concurrently. But he's got a big test today.
And his opponent weighs in at 237 pounds. He is Mr. Center of the Earth, the Premier Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Champion, representing the gold standard, Jimmy Fahrenheit.
Jimmy Fahrenheit, the man who unseated Tommy Forte for that very championship, a member of the gold standard. Rowdy Randy Forrest is looking to become a two-time PWA Heavyweight Champion, and this man, Jimmy Fahrenheit, is a two-time PWA Heavyweight Champion. Conspicuous by his absence is Nick Stevens. You have to wonder what's going on with the man in charge of the gold standard.
Give me that, Aaron. Hey, cut my music. I just want everybody to know real quick that this is not an approved gold standard challenge. He is not worthy. I did not choose him. The PWA is making me do this.
Well, that's typically the way things work.
Aaron, take this mic.
The PWA chooses the matches for you, not vice versa. Jimmy Fahrenheit apparently not happy with his opponent here tonight, Rowdy Randy Forrest. There it is. That's what it's all about. The gold belt that symbolizes the heavyweight championship of the Premier Wrestling Alliance.
Being held up by our senior official, Johnny Long, the man who will be in charge once he calls for the bell to get this heavyweight championship match underway. Franchise player, our second of two straight title matches here. The intensity just keeps ramping up.
Give the fans their money's worth. United States Championship match. Now the heavyweight title match right here. Jimmy Fahrenheit. You have to wonder, though, Aaron Hurt, where is Nick Stevens?
Well, in fact, it's kind of hard to miss the guy when he is here. So our own round mound of sound, if you will, yes, not present at the moment. Always creates more suspicion than it does anything else. But usually when we have an arena full of fans here at the PWA Arena in Lancaster, the one thing they don't want to see is Nick Stevens, so it's too bad they're not here to enjoy him not being here.
Well, Jimmy Fahrenheit wanting to test his strength, but he doesn't quite measure up, if you know what I'm saying, with the big man Rowdy Randy. Oh!
Well, the fans can see that for themselves, and they also see Jimmy Fahrenheit with that boot to the midsection going right to the arm with the wrist lock. Now, you got some words with Randy before the match. You were looking dead into his eyes as he rolls through and comes up with a full-arm dragon twist of his own.
Randy seemed to be very focused and set and ready for this opportunity here tonight. But Jimmy Fahrenheit, you know that he and Nick Stevens have been planning this out for some time, and Jimmy Fahrenheit is not ready to give up that championship just yet.
Well, and I think that we do need to reiterate, as Jimmy shoves Randy off and gets leveled with that huge shoulder tackle from the 300-plus pounder. Pace really quickening here.
I was going to say, I think that would lend to the advantage of Jimmy Fahrenheit, but not in this case.
No, Randy one step ahead and practically tossed the champion all the way out to the arena floor here. That was absolutely brutal. Fahrenheit just barely able to get his shoulder up at the...
Just a sliver right there, Aaron Hurt. Thank God referee Johnny Long is in there to see it close up.
And definitely proves your point that Randy's more than ready, more than focused for this match. And I was about to say that it's a very important point to note that Jimmy Fahrenheit said that he did not have any influence over who his opponent would be in this title match, certainly as it should be here in the PWA. But that makes me wonder if he's a little worried about what Randy might be able to do.
Listen, the champions have input in the matches that they would like to take part in, but they do not get to pick their matches. We have a matchmaker here that is very qualified, that puts these matches together on behalf of myself and the championship committee.
Well, I'm certain that Nick Stevens puts the PWA legal counsel through its paces anytime he has the chance. Oh, big sidewalk slam, the dirt road slam, if you will, from the man from the hills of West Virginia. Getting another long 2 count here, just that close from seeing a new PWA champion crowned.
Bit of a lackadaisical cover, though, Aaron.
Yeah, and this is what our fans who are watching this exclusively on PWAOhio.com are spending their money to see. We have got one more big title match to come, but right now...
Speaking of the fans paying to see, Rowdy Randy is one of the most beloved fan favorites in the history of the Premier Wrestling Alliance.
Absolutely. Easily one of the top 3 merchandise sellers from the catalog. Oh, huge snap suplex.
Got him up and over quick on that one. Jimmy is regretting stepping into the ring tonight.
He very may well be. He certainly is looking more and more likely to walk out missing the proverbial 10 pounds of gold here tonight, but that thumb to the eye cuts off the momentum of Randy.
I've said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. I don't care how big you are. If you can't see, you are worthless.
Oh, that clubbing blow right between the shoulder blades might have actually got Randy on the back of the neck. Oh! Comes down with all of his weight.
Man, he is just trying to pick him apart. Getting the legs, getting the arms.
No, I was going to say shades of Ronnie Garvin or Randy Orton. Pick your flavor with that one. Just dismantling his opponent piece by piece here.
Back to the ankle. That ankle has had many issues throughout the years.
Well, Jimmy Fahrenheit didn't become champion by accident. He knows just what to do to pick an opponent apart and to make sure that they're going to stay down for the count of 3 sooner or later. Oh! Another boot right. He's been going to work on the left arm for the majority of this match. And the way that Randy relies on his power moves, taking any one of the limbs away from your opponent.
Well, in using the sole of the boot, the stomp is completely legal. The toe of the boot, illegal in the PWA, but the stomp, it's completely legal.
No, a very salient point there. Oh, is he going to get the monkey flip here out of the corner? No.
I think that monkey is not flipping anytime soon.
Oh, able to land on his feet.
Randy
Horton takes him over with a big power slam.
And that was power. That was from the mat all the way up and over.
You have to wonder if he may have done more damage to that arm in the process of trying to lift the man up, trying to control him all the way down.
Absolutely, Aaron Hurt, but you have to do what you have to do to continue on in the match, because if he keeps working on that arm, it's going to be all over for Rowdy Randy.
Actually, it appears he's holding what looks to be the ribs or the intercostal muscles, perhaps. We know that he's, had broken ribs and cracked ribs many, many times.
Well, Jimmy's working him all over. He's working the arm, working the leg, working the ankle, getting the ribs. He's all over the man, which is a really good sound strategy.
Absolutely, and credit to Fahrenheit for not trying to stall and avoid his opponent.
Try to duck out of that one. Got him hooked up on the top rope. Throat first.
That might be what turns the tide here. As I was about to say, Jimmy Fahrenheit is not taking advantage of this relatively short 20-minute time limit. Rolls through with that neck breaker, makes a quick cover, hooks the leg. Referee Johnny Long right there to see Randy get the shoulder out.
I'd like to see that one back. That was close.
Well, these two men are showing what the heavyweight championship means to the wrestlers here in the PWA.
Big double forearm smash on his back.
No, Randy's starting to show some effects as he's spent several consecutive minutes here at...
Well, it makes it difficult to breathe when you attack him from behind. That's where the lungs are. You know, when you start stomping him in the back, that's going to affect his breathing patterns.
Again, another long 2 count, but Randy appears to be a long way from finished. We get an update on the timekeeper here on how long we have progressed into this match. There is only a 20-minute time limit for this internet-only event.
Right here, Randy. Take a look at all those fans.
We have to be approaching the 10-minute mark by this point.
8 minutes, Aaron. That's the word I'm getting. 8 minutes gone by in this 20-minute time limit match.
And a more intense 8 minutes of competition, we have hardly ever seen here since we've been bringing you these events live from the PWA arena.
You know, I hate to just keep saying wow, but it doesn't get any closer. Randy he's kicking out at 2 15/16.
Oh, huge slam.
Jimmy came down with them, though. This match has had a toll on both of these men.
No, if they are able to make it 10 more minutes until the expiration of our time limit here, I will be honestly shocked. Jimmy Fahrenheit shows how much strength he puts into that 237-pound frame. Perched on the top turnbuckle, comes off with a huge...
That would have been it, or it could have been it.
No,
Randy moved out of the way.
That giant splash would have been the end of Randy's night had it connected, but he still had the wherewithal to roll to the safety of the ropes here, trying to get back to his feet. I think that the title is up for grabs. This could be a coin flip at this point. What do you think, franchise player?
Listen, right now, Jimmy Fahrenheit or Rowdy Randy, it is a coin flip. They're getting down to the nitty-gritty. They're getting down to the reserves in their tank. And it's all going to come down to conditioning, I think, between these two.
Oh, there you see.
Slid down the back.
Oh, my goodness. Can he get the big man up for the F5? He's got him on his shoulders. Oh, Randy able to land on his feet. Oh, my goodness.
Face first, right in the mat. Jimmy's down, Randy's down. Randy's trying to go over for the cover. The quicker he gets there, the better of a shot he has.
Crawling with everything he's got. Oh, but Jimmy Fahrenheit right there to grab the bottom rope.
What a great veteran move right there, grabbing the ropes. Why kick out when you can just grab the rope?
And not only that, it almost certainly saved the championship from changing hands.
Absolutely.
But does Randy have enough left to actually finish off this man here?
Well, you have to imagine the cardio and conditioning of Jimmy Fahrenheit has got to be better than Randy, but Randy has never been one to stop.
Oh, roll up from behind. Feet on the ropes. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still the Premier Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Champion, Jimmy Fahrenheit.
Where's my belt, ref?
Jimmy Fahrenheit successfully defends the championship here. Fans, we've got the tag team titles on the line in our main event, but before we get there, we've got another big tag team match to bring to you. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss this one. The Southern Knight Brian Blade teaming up with the young protege of his Rocket Josh Benson to face the formidable duo of Tommy Forte and the mysterious U.S. Outlaw. Randy's still in the ring. Gave it all he had here tonight. Certainly nothing to be
Jimmy Fahrenheit, if I can get a word with you, are you happy with the outcome here? Rowdy Randy is very upset, but you came away with the victory.
I mean, I'd be upset too if I just lost.
Well, with your feet on the ropes nonetheless.
What are you talking about?
I think the fans at home all saw it. Jimmy Fahrenheit, but you are the winner, and it will go down in the books as Jimmy Fahrenheit.
Absolutely. And besides, it doesn't matter what the fans at home think. It only matters what that ref calls. And he said that I am still your defending gold standard champion.
There you have it, fans. Jimmy Fahrenheit still your champion, whether we like it or not. And we'll be back.
This contest is a tag team match set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing team number one. First at a weight of 255 pounds from Green Bay, Wisconsin, Tommy Forte and his partner, weight unknown, parts unknown, the U.S. Outlaw.
Tommy Forte! Tommy Forte!
Well, these two men right here have formed an unlikely alliance. Tommy Forte and the U.S. Outlaw.
What do you say? I think it's time to take back. What do you say?
You know, some of the fans at home have written in and they want to know, why is it that the U.S. Outlaw looks so familiar? Well, we've been wondering the same thing ourselves. Tommy Forte, a former United States and heavyweight champion. U.S. Outlaw, a relative newcomer here to the Premier Wrestling Alliance. Officially not under a contract, but he's here to cause chaos.
And their opponents wrestle tonight at a combined weight of 510 pounds. They are the team of the Rocket Josh Benson and the Southern Knight Brian Blade.
These two men right here have formed a bond. The Rocket Josh Benson, during his training, was befriended by Brian Blade, the Southern Knight. And Brian has taken him under his wing, sort of the way I've taken Aaron Hurt under my wing. Welcome back, Aaron.
Well, I am thrilled to be here alongside the esteemed president of the PWA, the franchise player, here to oversee this action, here to tell all the fans about all this great action we've seen so far. This match going to be no different. And I heard you talking about the situation that Rocket Josh Benson is now in, being under the learning tree of the 25-year veteran, the Southern Knight Brian Blade. He's going to need as much of that experience and wisdom he's been able to garner against these two big, tough, rugged opponents of his tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Tommy Forte and the U.S. Outlaw. Oh, with the jump right there.
No, before the music can even finish playing,
U.S. Outlaw threatening to scalp the Rocket Josh Benson.
No, this is not a Texas Tornado match. The referee needs to get a member of each team to the corners.
Well, we've got some semblance of order here. We've got the two men in their respective corners.
Well, they have, speaking of the U.S. Outlaw, who just drops a big elbow on the sternum, brings in his partner Tommy Forte. They seem to have picked out the young man Rocket Josh Benson from the get-go here.
Big double back elbow. Down goes Rocket.
Forte makes the cover.
Referee out of position. But I don't know if Tommy Forte was trying all that hard for that pinfall.
And Blade just now appears to have recovered from that Pearl Harbor job from these two back jumpers.
Well, yeah, sneak attack on behalf of U.S. Outlaw and Tommy Forte, but you can never turn your backs to your opponent.
No, and Tommy Forte does not quite have the level of trust he may have once had, not only from our fans, but from the locker room as well. It's been quite distressing to see that the way the year 2020 has played out, the change in attitude in this man, and he continues to, as you see, he's just clawing at the face of his opponent. He continues to seemingly be more influenced by the style of this man and the master, the U.S. Outlaw.
Absolutely. U.S. Outlaw has absolutely changed the demeanor of Tommy Forte, which makes him just that much more dangerous. Because Tommy Forte is an accomplished wrestler, an accomplished athlete here in the Premier Wrestling Alliance, and now it just doesn't seem like he cares, and he is throwing the rule book out to the side.
Oh, absolutely.
And he is just doing whatever it takes.
Quickly transition from the front chancery into the abdominal stretch, and keeping Benson well apart from his partner, whom he desperately needs to tag in if they want to make this match last much longer. And we've seen U.S. Outlaw and Tommy Forte do an excellent job of keeping the fresh man in, which is, of course, the key to success in practically any tag team situation. I'm sure you would concur.
Absolutely, and they've cut the ring off, and they are keeping the inexperienced younger Rocket in the ring, which is to their advantage.
Well, I think that big pair of boots just absolutely levels Benson. Oh, look at this. Covering him with one arm. Here comes the Southern Knight. Oh,
I think the referee was drinking before the show tonight. She's been out of place twice.
well, it's definitely hard to keep up with the action at the pace that these four men are going. And I would certainly rather the referee err on the side of caution than be hasty.
Well, absolutely. No, I'm trying to give her a hard time. It is not easy getting in there as a new referee, especially with these four men. Now you've got Southern Knight Brian Blade in cleaning house.
Oh, my! Huge clothesline.
Hooks a leg, only a one. Tommy Forte kicking out. Now Brian Blade is playing his game. He's going to wear these men down. You can be big, you can be strong, you can be tough. But if you can't get up off the mat, it doesn't do anything for you, and that's where Brian wants to keep him.
It goes back to that chinlock one more time after driving a couple of elbows to the top of the head. Tommy Forte seeing stars if he's not getting the air choked out of him right now. Oh, again, a big clubbing blow right to the sternum. Makes another cover. You saw the intensity. Blade was clearly just chomping at the bit to get in the ring, having been on the outside from the opening bell. And it's not fared well for Tommy Forte since that moment of the match.
Well, Blade has something to prove. He wants to show Rocket Josh Benson why it's a good idea to stay with him in his learning tree, so to speak,
well,
so he can help him out. But right there, got thumb to the eye, it looked like.
Oh, and there's nothing.
Oh, and that hurts.
Oh, my. I'm sure that Brian Blade is quite happy to see Josh Benson survive the onslaught that he was the victim of. But, oh, big scoop.
Wow, what a show of power from the U.S. Outlaw.
And drops that big leg. Oh, force the shoulders down, but Blade able to bridge up. Again, not hooking the leg.
Now, some people might think that that's, why would you go for the pinfall so many times in a row? If he kicked out the first time, won't he kick out the second time? But he has to kick out, and it makes him expend that much more energy, and Brian Blade is now feeling the effects of that, having to kick out time after time after time.
Well, and compounding that is the fact that he might not have a partner to tag in, as Josh Benson was taken off the ring apron here to the floor by a big boot from the U.S. Outlaw, who just misses a charge into that corner. And as we had predicted, Benson not there. Finally able to make the tag. Oh, drop kick!
That's it.
U.S. Outlaw connects with the drop kick. I don't know. Oh my! Drops him with that belly-to-back suplex. Dragging him by the ankle over to the corner to bring in Tommy Forte. Forte, a former heavyweight champion, as we said, has been going down a very dark road since losing that title.
I ain't even having fun with this boy. Come on, Blaine. Come on.
Oh my! Did you see how quickly he closed the distance there once Brian Blade was tagged in? Breaks at the count of 4, but the damage may have been done.
Brian Blade, worse for wear. Tommy Forte right there on the back of the neck, putting all the weight on his neck.
No, for all of the intensity with which he was known to compete, as we said before, this change in attitude of his, he's gone over and above that. He is beyond motivated. Whatever it is that's driving him has certainly begun to pay dividends in the ring.
Brian Blade, Tommy Forte are both down. Both men need to make a tag.
No, this is the crucial junction of this match here.
U.S. Outlaw makes a tag, so does Rocket. Youth and inexperience is not paying off right now for the Rocket.
Oh, some evasive maneuvers, and then comes up with
US
a drop toe
Outlaw
hold.
is able to
Oh
come-
no, he's got the legs grapevine here. Oh, where's he going?
And that's something 5 years from now, Josh Rocket Benson in that exact same position will have the experience and the knowledge to avoid that situation that the U.S. Outlaw just put him in.
No, that's the value of having somebody like Brian Blade not only in your corner and literally in a situation like this tag team match here, but as a training coach, because they will definitely review that film. Electric chair out of the corner.
That's not it. It should be it.
U.S. Outlaw cuts off any relief. Forte drops the elbow. Oh, but Benson! Where did he find the reserves of
I
energy to
have
kick
no
out of
clue.
that?
I thought it was over for sure.
But now he's the one looking for his partner to make a tag.
Spine Buster!
And that's the end of the evening here for Josh Benson. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the team of Tommy Forte and the U.S. Outlaw.
That's what I'm talking about! Not fast enough, big man.
What an incredible tag team match we saw here. I believe the franchise player is going to try to go get some comments here.
I'll give you some free time.
Brian Blade and the Young Rocket. Josh
Ladies and
Benson.
gentlemen, that's it for this matchup right here. The winners, U.S. Outlaw and Tommy Forte. And we are going to be right back here in just a few minutes. Just a second here. You know what, guys? We saw what you did. U.S. Outlaw and Tommy Forte here after a successful match there, U.S. Outlaw. You know, some people seem to think that they recognize you.
I just want to say that match was for my mentor, Tony James.
Right.
Sitting back home, he's visiting his friends in El Paso, Texas. I've been gone for a couple weeks. You did me proud. I was in the backyard in the in the graveyard of cars. Some people call it a junkyard. I call it a graveyard. I've been ripping bumpers off of Cadillacs, doing high-end curls, knowing I was going to come back with this man, and this man laid it down. I am so proud of you, champion of champions. Hey, one thing before we go, I want you to address what they said about you saying you're washed up because you lost the title. Why don't you address them?
Well, I'm glad that, speaking of addressing things, I'm glad the U.S. Outlaw's proud of you, because there's a lot of fans sitting out there in TV land that aren't proud of Tommy Forte and the way you've been acting.
Them? Let me tell you what, I don't care about what they think. There's only one thing on my mind, and that's to make those boys pay. Anybody pay that gets in our way. What we did to the Rocket and Blade was just a warning, and that's it. That's all it was. What we're going to do. What we're going to do to anybody that gets in our path.
Let me tell you, everybody's going to pay Tommy Forte. Out of respect of Brian Blade, we left him out of the mix. Brian, I got some advice for you. Cut the dead weight, boy. You people, especially you, champ Jimmy, 102 Fahrenheit, saying this man's washed up, you better apologize or you're going to be at the bottom of a very short list. Let's go get some barbecue.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, one thing that has to be said is these are two formidable men here in the PWA.
Wrestling fans, the following contest is tonight's main event. It is a three-way ladder match for the PWA Tag Team Championships with no time limit. Each team has selected a member to participate in this match, and the first one to grab the titles hanging high above the ring will claim those belts for him and his partner. Introducing first, at a weight of 62 kilos, from Mayagüez, Puerto Rico, representing his partner, Rowdy Randy Forrest, this is Krypton.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a unique match we have here. PWA Wrestling, PWAOhio.com. We have got the first ladder match here in the PWA arena. We have three different men vying for their teams to find out who will become the new, or will the gold standard be able to retain the Tag Team Championships. My name once again is Chris Pruitt, and I am here with you for the duration of this main event. Krypton, the Lucha Libre, the man from Puerto Rico, is here on behalf of his team with Rowdy Randy Forrest.
About to make his way to the ring at a weight of 222 pounds from Lancaster, Ohio. Please welcome the real deal, Kevin Pruitt, representing his partner, Gorgeous Morgan Taylor.
The real deal, Kevin Pruitt, former United States champion. This man is looking to add tag team gold to his repertoire with his partner, Gorgeous Morgan Taylor. Kevin Pruitt recently has come within a hair of winning the heavyweight championship and regaining the United States championship. Just 20 years of age, and this man has many years in active competition. And now for the champions.
And finally, representing the Premier Wrestling Alliance Tag Team Champions and his fellow Gold Standard member and championship partner, L.A. Cordova. He wrestles tonight at a weight of 185 pounds and hails from Columbus, Ohio. This is Jeffrey John.
Jeffrey John, 1/3 member of the Gold Standard, 1/2 of your PWA Tag Team Champions, hoping to hold on to the gold tonight as he defends them on behalf of not only himself, but his tag team partner, L.A. Cordova. Once again, If Kevin Pruitt is the victor, he will become tag team champions with Gorgeous Morgan Taylor. If Krypton is the victor, he will become tag team champions with his partner, Rowdy Randy Forrest. But, and he went under the ladder, Aaron. If this man right here, Jeffrey John, wins this match, he retains the title on behalf of himself, LA Cordova, and the entire Gold Standard. Aaron Hurt, what a night this has been. What a way to cap off PWA Wrestling right here.
Well, this ladder match is certainly going to test the limits of all three of these competitors, and as we have established, it means so much to not just the men in the ring, but their respective partners, who have all been officially banned from ringside.
Well, and each team had an opportunity, as the bell rings, each team had an opportunity to pick which one they wanted to represent their team, and these are the three representatives right here: Jeffrey John, Krypton, and Kevin Pruitt.
Oh my, huge head scissors. Follows it up with a forearm. Oh my! But got absolutely planted by Jeffrey John. Yeah, with Randy having already competed here tonight, coming up short in a big match for the heavyweight championship, Krypton was the obvious choice. Real deal Kevin Pruitt was the choice for his team. Gorgeous Morgan Taylor remaining in the locker room.
All three of their tag team partners are ready and in waiting to come out here and celebrate with their man who will come out on top. Will we have new tag team champions, or can the Gold Standard hold on? The odds are not in their favor. It's a 2-to-1 opportunity for them to lose the tag team titles tonight.
Jeffrey John able to slip out, and then he connects with that big forearm blow to the back of the real deal Kevin Pruitt. But yes, the champion's advantage is officially null and void in this match. There is no way for Jeffrey John to get himself disqualified or counted out to protect those titles should they be in serious jeopardy, as Krypton comes in to continue the assault.
Well, and once again, you have to wonder, where is Nick Stevens tonight? I can't believe he would miss out on 2 title matches for his charges, but he's not here. So other than LA Cordova, the Gold Standard advantage is null and void, and it's just Jeffrey John here on his own. But I assure you, not one man will walk out through that curtain. I have people back there making sure of it.
Well, let's not overlook the fact that Jimmy Fahrenheit is still lurking around here somewhere, still trying to get people to congratulate him for his victory earlier tonight, no doubt. And Nick Stevens has eyes and ears everywhere his men go and everything they're involved in. So even if he's not here physically present tonight, I'm sure that the instructions are being relayed in one form or fashion as Krypton comes up with the nice head scissors there. Kevin Pruitt. Oh, look at the headstand. Can he get out of this situation here? Incredible balance.
Oh, he rolled through. Oh, wait. He's got Krypton up.
Alabama slam.
Good God, the whiplash on the head hitting the mat.
And turns it into a Boston Crab, and look at the way that Krypton's back is being contorted here. Oh, but wide open for Jeffrey John to come in with that European uppercut right under the chin.
Looked like a big back elbow smash right to the face.
None of these three men has made any effort to go towards our ladder.
Well, you have to wear down your opponent, and in this case, you have to wear down multiple opponents to have the opportunity to climb that ladder to go after those championship belts.
Well, and quite frankly, I see the logic behind only having 3 men in this match. If there were all 6 men that are being represented here in this, that would be pure chaos. It's going to be hard enough to keep under control as it is.
That's what we in the business call a train wreck, Aaron. If you've got 6 men in there, it's tough enough having 3 guys, and these are 3 of the top, most, no pun intended, premier athletes in all of the Premier Wrestling Alliance.
Well, Jeffrey John took a bad spill to the concrete floor, leaving it.
Aaron, seriously, is there ever a good spill to the concrete?
Probably not. That's I suppose that that's something that we should point out here, but that does give him opportunity to introduce the ladder into play here, as that's where he found himself. Again, big spin spinning head scissors.
Took him for a ride. Kevin Pruitt down. Krypton in full control here.
Well, despite the small frame of Krypton, you have to have tremendous lower body strength to be able to pull off a maneuver like that. A power in the hips to whip your opponent over. And now Jeffrey John has the ladder, and the game has certainly changed here.
Referee checking on Krypton to make sure he's still okay. Jeffrey John setting the ladder up in the center of the ring. That's where it needs to happen. That's how you win the match. Climb the ladder, get the championship belts, get the gold.
Well, something
down.
These men have to keep in mind is they can't get too clever with this ladder. If they can't get it to stand up in the middle of the ring, they can't climb to get those belts.
Well, and you've got to get both belts down. Both belts are up there. You got to get them both down to be declared the winner. Jeffrey John wants to hold on to the tag team titles desperately, but Krypton and Kevin are aiming to leave here tonight new tag team champions for their respective teams.
I think Jeffrey John might be trying to hold on to his modeling career, such as it is, if he gets introduced face first to the rungs of that ladder many more times.
Shame?
Well, I doubt there'd be too many tears shed, for that loss of a supplementary income for the man. But
Kevin's going up. Now the thing is, this mat, it is tough once these the rungs, once the feet of the ladder dig down into that padding, it makes it off balance, and it's tough to get a balance on that. So they have to be careful. If they fall off that ladder, I mean, anything could happen. They could tear a quad, they could break a leg. Something bad could happen that would throw them out of the rest of the matchup.
No, the damage that is possible to incur in a match like this, even in your normal three-way match, that is. Oh, look at this. Where's he going here? But even in a regular three-way match, the intensity is up several notches. When you introduce a ladder into that, and especially trying to not only deal with two opponents, but work around a stationary ladder in the middle of the ring, it's even more challenging.
Well, these type of matches can be career shorteners because in a normal one-on-one situation,
oh, my big urinage!
You can see your opponent, but these men they can come at you from behind. You don't see them coming, and you will take a shot that you weren't prepared for to the back of the head, the back of the neck, and I mean, anything can happen. And now with the ladder, good Lord.
He's got it positioned over there in the corner. Krypton cuts him off with a kick to the midsection, looking for a monkey flip. Oh, gets Pruitt over, but he's able to land on his feet. Oh my, hip toss.
That ladder didn't budge an inch.
No, the impact on the spine of Krypton was as violent as a car accident. He is simply writhing in pain over here in the corner. Kevin Pruitt turns his attention to the other competitor in this match, Jeffrey John. It might be a good chance for him. Instead, he looks like he's going to try to do more damage with the ladder. I was about to say maybe he should choose this point to start climbing it.
Well, again, you don't want to waste time climbing when you don't have them wore down. Oh, my God.
Slam small of the back, right onto that ladder. Full head of steam, and drops the elbow.
Nothing but bad intentions right there, Aaron.
No, as we have said, and I don't think that we can emphasize it enough, the danger, the capacity that these men have to hurt each other in a match like this is just simply something that you don't see on a regular basis, especially here in the PWA. It is great to see these men put their bodies on the line and risk, as you said, shortening their careers for such a great prize. But
it's not risking shortening their career. These are career-shortening matches. Whether it be by matches or years, these matches take it out of you, and they make an old man out of you very suddenly. That's why we have instituted the referee on the outside to check on these guys and make sure they are okay to continue.
Absolutely. Oh, big drop kick! On the button with that one, but wide open for the running knee from Krypton.
He's small, but he's quick. Krypton is...
Oh!
Knee strike right to the jaw on the button. Kevin might be out, and if he's not, he's close.
No, it might be a little bit of a receipt for what Kevin dished out to Krypton earlier. Now Krypton's the one that looks to be wielding the ladder. Let's see if he's going to try to climb up and secure those belts.
Well, and you have to imagine this is Krypton's type of match. You know, he comes from Puerto Rico, where they have a lot of competition.
No, he is
just like this.
certainly well suited to this environment. Oh, but he got caught. Oh my goodness, the code breaker off the ladder. Krypton might not even be able to get up. He might be fundamentally just eliminated from this match after that.
Referee needs to check and make sure. He needs to make contact to make sure that Krypton's okay.
I mean, Krypton does appear to be moving, which is certainly good news. But as this match continues, we're definitely going to keep a close eye on him over there as he is still prone, practically. I mean, just
Kevin
out.
just pounding mercilessly on the face of Jeffrey John. Got him leaned up against the ladder.
You know, it had the intended effect of reducing this to essentially a two-man race at the moment. Kevin Pruitt now going over to pick the bones. To hoist Krypton up with ease. But he finds a way to land on his feet, connects with that drop kick.
Got him on the second strand. Krypton's going for the 614.
And
Right
he
to
got
the
all
face.
of it. But Jeffrey John on top of the ladder.
You got to watch out for Jeffrey John. There he is.
Oh, Kevin Pruitt in the drop zone.
Big elbow drop right to the rib cage and the sternum of Jeffrey John, but it had the effect on Jeffrey John also.
I was about to say that could have been a miscalculation on his part, despite the damage it may have dished out to Kevin Pruitt, and that seems to be significant. He left a huge opening here for Krypton, trying to drag the ladder towards the center of the ring.
Krypton is the only man in this match not to hold PWA gold as of yet. Jeffrey John, tag team champion. Kevin Pruitt, former United States champion. Krypton is looking to gain I apologize.
I was about to say, he's held the belts with Jeremy Rodriguez,
for
but
such a short time,
right,
though.
it was practically the blink of an eye. They barely got a chance to wear the belts to the ring as champions, and with Jeremy Rodriguez still recuperating, he has given the blessing to Rowdy Randy Forrest to keep Krypton's tag team championship dreams alive, and that is exactly what is at stake here as Kevin Pruitt tries to roll back in, tries to prevent.
Well, Jeffrey John, his lower back must be wreaking havoc on him. Can't even stand up. If he could have stood up,
And
he
this-
would have had the belts.
Oh, rolling Death Valley driver. We were talking about the title dreams. Well, those dreams may be over for Jeffrey John if Kevin Pruitt can make it to the top of this ladder.
It's hard for me to count Jeffrey John out until it's over because the gold standard is known for coming out.
Oh my, he caught Kevin with the Insiguri, who took a bad landing. Just fell off that ladder with absolutely no control over himself.
Well, when it seems like the gold standard's down and out, they always find a way to climb back to the top. Again, no pun intended, but Jeffrey John is on his way to the top, but it's a race.
Krypton is there. Who's going to end up?
Krypton's holding on to his arm to pull him down.
Oh, Kevin now back up on his feet.
Kevin's climbing the ladder. Krypton's on the ladder.
Oh, man.
Krypton's off. Now it's Kevin and Jeffrey John.
Krypton head first into the top rung of that ladder.
These two men trying to work their way up. It looks like Jeffrey John might have the better reach to get it.
Slugfest. Oh,
Now
again.
Kevin's down. Jeffrey John's reaching. Krypton's got him.
Power bomb off the ladder, but
Krypton
slumps
fell
over.
back on the ladder himself.
Yeah, unable to keep his balance. Both men down and out. Referee checking on him says Krypton is good to continue here as he needs to seize this opportunity. Kevin Pruitt desperate to try to prevent Krypton from scaling that ladder.
He's trying to prevent him from even setting the ladder up. That's what you gotta do. Stop them at all costs from getting that ladder set up and climbing to the top.
Well, and this, as we've said, this does not mean victory for one man, but two. Kevin Pruitt wants to capture these titles. Oh, Dr. Bomb, the gut wrench.
I assure you, 3 men are sitting back at the monitors right now. and that's Rowdy Randy, L.A. Cordova, and Gorgeous Morgan Taylor. All three men are waiting anxiously to find out who's going to come out on top here. Tag team titles on the line. You have to give it to the Gold Standard. They have been defending champions. They have defended them against everyone put in front of them and have come out on top.
Indeed, they have, and Kevin Pruitt taking another series of hard strikes to the head. I have to worry about the young man's condition at this point, especially sitting here next to you, franchise player. But the match goes on. Cross body block off the top. They came down hard on the ladder.
Tripped him up over the ladder.
Yeah, Jeffrey John clearly got the worst of that impact right onto the lower back. But Kevin somehow back up to his feet.
That ladder is unforgiving. It has not given once. One time these men have hit this ladder, it has not budged. That ladder has wreaked havoc on their bodies and their psyche.
No, it has been an implement of absolute destruction here in this main event. No time limit. We're going to stay with this match until there is a winner. Scoop and a slam.
How can there be a winner after this, Aaron? How can you call yourself a winner when you come out? The winner will be the loser. These men are just destroying each other.
Oh, he's got him up. Last ride style powerbomb onto the rungs of that ladder, and you're absolutely right. There will only be survivors after
Krypton
this.
is down. He's out. Krypton is out.
Oh, Kevin Sid head first again into that ladder. When is enough going to be enough?
He might be unconscious. I don't think he's moving. Kevin is on the floor. Krypton is writhing in agony.
And Jeffrey John's the only man still on his feet, getting a good look at those titles. He wants to hold on to them at all costs. He wants to hold up the mantle of the Gold Standard. And he is on his way to doing so.
He is steps away.
But Krypton trying to make his way back to his feet.
It may be too late.
No, he's caught up. Trying to do anything he can to disrupt the balance to knock Jeffrey John off of this ladder.
Jeffrey John holding on for dear life.
He was mere inches away from grasping those titles. And as you pointed out, you need to secure both of them. Oh, he defeat! Could have dislocated the arm.
Krypton's climbing the ladder. Kevin's moving it out of the way.
Kevin perhaps doing the smart thing and not trying to climb and fight Krypton, just taking the ladder from where it can't be used to climb and get the belts. What's he doing here? Got him in the tree of woe, and woe is Krypton, I would surmise, here in the immediate future. No,
He's got to readjust the ladder. It's not in the center.
Just leaving Krypton there hanging out to dry, so to speak.
If you try to get it from right there, it's going to put you in a precarious position.
No,
You've got to recenter the ladder.
No, he might have to turn around and try to get his balance at a much more difficult angle. As you've said, the ladder being on this mat is not as sturdy as it would be on another surface. Oh! Jumps off with the knee strike.
But he's got to reposition the ladder. He's not in a good position.
But look at Krypton. Krypton's made his way to the top rope. Kevin. Almost
on the
there.
ladder now.
Krypton one step. Finds himself on the ladder.
But Kevin fighting back, throwing shots of his own. Something has to give here, Aaron. Something has to give.
Oh, what do we see here? You gotta be kidding me! Oh my God! And the ladder comes down on top of all three of them.
All three men are down on the mat. The ladder came with them. I don't know who took the worst end of that, but all three of them are down.
Nobody
Krypton,
is moving.
Kevin, Jeffrey John, Johnny Long checking on all three men.
No, this quickly turned from a wrestling match into a bona fide catastrophe here with the punishment that these three men have dished out and have now all suffered. I mean, that was an absolutely perilous position that they were in, and the Tower of Doom, as it has been called, is certainly not a strong enough nomenclature for what we just saw. This is amazing. This is the level of competition that these men are giving you here exclusively at PWAOhio.com. The only way you're going to see this action. We've got so much more of this type to bring to you fans if you continue to follow us here from PWA Ohio.
I don't know what any of those big words meant that you just said, but I'm telling you what, these guys are putting it all on the line, and they are giving it everything they've got. One of these men is going to represent their tag team with those tag team titles, and I don't care who it is, they will deserve it.
Well, the word champion usually doesn't need to be translated in too many languages, and Jeffrey John wants to maintain that status, that moniker of champion. Keep it going along with every mention of his name, but open hand slap to the ear.
He caught the ladder too. He's beating himself up while he's trying to attack his opponent. They are just giving it
sheer
everything they've
desperation.
got.
I mean, they've got to be brawling simply here on instinct, on sheer survival instincts.
I think Kevin's in the position.
Oh, headbutt, but both men slightly off balance.
Krypton's got the ladder.
Oh, first Jeffrey and then Kevin comes
Hook
out.
both men up on the ladder.
And they
both men hit the floor. This is his opportunity.
Is Krypton going to do it? Is he going to pull off the miracle here?
He's got to get the ladder set up. He has to hurry. If he can get it set up and he can start climbing, he has an opportunity right here to win it all.
Does he have enough left to make it to the top of the ladder and pull these belts down? He's got one of them. He's got one of them. He's halfway there. Jeffrey John nowhere near. And there it is.
Both belts.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner. And new PWA Tag Team Champions, Krypton and Rowdy Randy Forrest.
Krypton on behalf of his partner, Rowdy Randy Forrest, the new Tag Team Champions, celebrating right here in the ring.
Randy, the first man to greet Krypton as he descended the ladder with those championship belts that they can now lay claim to. In such a short time, this partnership between Krypton and Randy has paid off in the biggest way.
Rowdy Randy couldn't look happier.
A dejected former champion in Jeffrey John, already backstage, surely commiserating with Jimmy Fahrenheit. Let's go in here. Franchise Player and I are going to try to get some comments from our winners.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here in the ring with the new PWA Tag Team Champions, Rowdy Randy Forrest and the man who climbed the ladder, Krypton. What do you guys think right now?
It took us a long time, but we got our tag team titles.
Randy, you may have come up short in your heavyweight championship opportunity earlier tonight, but you are walking out with gold nonetheless. What do you have to say about the effort that this man put on to bring those belts home to the two of you?
The effort he put in, he took a beating. The suplex from the ladder, I was hurting. I was hurting watching him. But I had faith in him. I knew he'd pull it out. Now we're the tag team champs.
And he did, and Aaron, you said it right. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and new tag team champions, Rowdy Randy Forrest and Krypton.
What a way to leave it here. PWA Wrestling. You can only see this kind of action at PWAOhio.com, so make sure that you check it out. We've got so much to celebrate with these two men. We're just about out of time, fans. We want to tell all of you,
Aaron, I don't even know what words you can use to sum up what has happened tonight right here at the PWA Arena. New tag team champions. What a heavyweight title match. United States title on the line.
No, we told you this was going to be the Parade of Champions here tonight from the PWA Arena, and all of the viewers out there got all that they could ever ask for and much, much more. We saw championships defended, championships won tonight. We've got new champions, Krypton and Randy. Talk about a formidable duo. Talk about a duo that's going to pose a lot of problems to whomever faces them in that next defense.
But wait, there's more. Right here next week, just signed, we have for the heavyweight championship none other than Jimmy Fahrenheit, the PWA heavyweight champion, taking on the Nordic Nightmare Bjorn.
That is going to be a struggle of titanic proportions, to say the least. No hyperbole needed to describe what this match means. And Bjorn, still your United States champion, getting the opportunity as the de facto #1 contender. Jimmy Fahrenheit.
Not approved by the gold standard, I would like to say, but it will happen right here next week nonetheless.
Well, franchise player, that huge announcement will be all that we have time for here tonight. I want to thank you for sitting with me there at the commentary position, bringing the fans all this great action. Do not miss PWA the next time we come to you on PWAOhio.com. Thank you for joining us, fans, and come back for that huge heavyweight championship match.